Argued before a 3-judge panel that Ethan was the only person responsible, and parents are not obligated to protect their child's classmates.
ABC's Andrea Fujii. Community members speaking out about police reform in Memphis, Tennessee, as police prepare to release 20 more hours of surveillance video from the Tyree Nichols beating.
You have a chance to join us in a movement to save Black lives and make the right choice and vote in favor of these ordinances so we can move to a long-term solution that will save our lives. We are dying.
Memphis officials also revealing that a 7th police officer involved in the case has now been fired. Fed Chair Jerome Powell telling a Senate committee on Tuesday that the central bank is prepared to raise interest rates higher and with more frequency, even if it means job losses in an attempt to tame inflation.
Without price stability, the economy does not work for anyone.
The Fed trying to get inflation back down to 2%. You're listening to ABC News.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ziprecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate through the site within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free. Just go to this exclusive web address, ziprecruiter.com/free. That's ziprecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
More than a dozen states from California to Wisconsin under alerts for heavy snow. And that's exactly what a lot of people in California do not need after a winter where snow in some parts of the state is measured in feet, many, many feet. ABC's Liz Crute says it has left thousands stuck.
One woman spent 3 nights trapped in her car. Authorities say the incident is one of many scary situations happening in Mendocino County from the recent snowstorms. Like in the Sierra and the San Bernardino Mountains, the region has been pummeled by an unprecedented amount of snow, leaving many people trapped in their homes.
No recreational pot in the state of Oklahoma. Voters there yesterday voting down a measure that would have allowed people 21 and over to buy pot for recreational use. With the next season of the hit show Ted Lasso just about to start, everybody, including Jason Nathanson, is trying to figure out if there will be a 4th season.
Ted Lasso Season 3 premieres next week, and there are conflicting reports about the show ending, so I went straight to the man himself, Ted Lasso star and co-creator Jason Sudeikis.
Is it the final season or not?
I mean, it is as far as I know. Yes.
As far as he knows, what does that mean? He wrote the thing.
So you wrote this as a finale.
Yeah. This is the end. This is the end of what we first set out to want to do.
Bottom line, it seems season 3 will close a chapter of Ted Lasso's storytelling, but that doesn't mean it's the end. And Apple isn't calling it the final season. It premieres March 15th. Jason Nathanson, ABC News, Hollywood.
This is ABC News.
Angie's List is now Angie, and we've heard a lot of theories about why.
I thought it was an eco move. Fewer words, less paper.
No, it was so you could say it faster.
No, it's to be more iconic.
Must be a tech thing.
But those aren't quite right. It's because now you can compare upfront prices, book a service instantly, and even get your project handled from start to finish.
Sounds easy.
It is, and it makes us so much more than just a list. Get started at Angie.com. That's ANGI, or download the app today.
Sherry.
Does that old tractor or lawnmower have more electrical tape or duct tape holding it together than you want to admit? Well, maybe it's time to see Phil Sheehan and his staff at NC Tractor for a new Massey Ferguson tractor or mower. Massey Ferguson is a company that's been around for over 175 years. That says a lot about a company. And paired with Phil Sheehan, who's been in business for over 25 years, that says a lot about Phil and his staff. Knowledgeable about their product, and they stand behind every sale. Massey Ferguson is the last tractor you'll ever need. NC Tractor, a dependable and reliable company that'll be there after the sale. NC Tractor on Railroad Avenue in Rutherfordton.
With sunshine around today, highs will top in the mid-50s and lower 60s. It's not going to be as windy as it was yesterday. Those winds out of the northwest could gust upwards of 25 miles per hour at times this afternoon. Tonight, we're down into the low to mid-30s. Some areas could see frost where temperatures drop near or at below freezing. Tomorrow's going to be cool again. Highs in the upper 50s and lower 60s. I'm meteorologist Peter Sherwood in the Weather Center.
And tomorrow night is going to bring the rain. Cloudy, rain, look for lows around 45 degrees. And then for Friday, cloudy, showers, highs around 60 degrees, wind gust up to 25 miles per hour. For overnight, becoming partly cloudy, lows around 40, but that wind chill as low as 34 degrees. For Saturday, partly cloudy, highs around 60. Partly cloudy overnight, lows around 35. And for Sunday, cloudy, more showers on the way. Highs around 55. Rain stays with us overnight with lows around 40. And then we got a partly cloudy Monday, highs around 60. Right now, 40 degrees, and we're starting to see the sunshine peek through the clouds. 39 degrees, 6 minutes past 7 o'clock. Our morning obituaries, Paul Kelly, 58, passed away on Monday, February the 27th. Crow's Funeral Home is in charge of the arrangements for Paul Kelly. James Jed Doggett passed away at the age of 59 on March 1st. Matt Mahan's Funeral Home in charge of the arrangements for James Jed Doggett. Jerry Jean Jenkins passed away at the age of 74 on March 4th. Robert Morgan Funeral Home in charge of the arrangements for Jerry Jean Jenkins. Tina Mae Wisnant passed away on March the 2nd at the age of 66. Arrangements are being handled by Robert Morgan Funeral Home. Thelma Lynn Powell passed away at the age of 62 on March 2nd. Arrangements are being handled by Robert Morgan Funeral Home. David Chris Presley passed away at the age of 69 on February the 26th. Arrangements are still pending and will be asked by Robert Morgan Funeral Home. William Beal Zasbo, 94, of Rutherford, passed away on Friday, March the 3rd. A graveside service is being planned. Washburn and Dorsey Funeral Home in charge of the arrangements for William Beal Zasbo, age 94, of Rutherford. Kay Keeter Collins, 77, passed away on March the 4th at Oak Grove Health Care Center, where she was a resident. At her request, no formal services will be held. Paget and King Mortuary in charge of the arrangements for Kay Keeter Collins. Troy Gordon, age 80, of Caroline, passed away on Friday, March the 3rd at Accordius Health, Rutherford. Funeral services are at 2 o'clock today at the Harrelson Funeral Chapel. Burial will be with firefighter honors at the Rutherford County Memorial Cemetery. Harrelson Funeral Home is in charge of the arrangements for Troy E. Gordon, age 80, of Caroline. Barbara Reagan, 81, of Boston, passed away on Saturday, March the 4th. A memorial service will be held at 5:30 this evening at the Mount Lebanon Baptist Church. Visitation will be from 4:15 until 5:15 today prior to the service at the church. Washburn and Dorsey Funeral Home in charge of the arrangements for Barbara Reagan, age 81, of Boston. Joan Moore Clark, 76, of Ellenboro, passed away on Saturday, March the 4th. The family will receive friends tomorrow evening from 3 until 5 at Edgar's Funeral Home. A memorial service will be at 5 o'clock. Edgar's Funeral Home in charge of the arrangements for Joan Moore Clark. Kathy Dalton, 67, of Rutherford, passed away on Sunday, March the 5th. Funeral services will be at 2 o'clock on Thursday at the Spindale Fellowship Holiness Church. Burial will be in the Spindale Fellowship Holiness Cemetery. The family will receive friends 1 hour prior to the service at the church. Harrelson Funeral Home in charge of the arrangements for Kathy Dalton, age 67, of Rutherford. You can hear the complete obituaries at 11:35 this morning and at 5:08 this afternoon. It's time for Bill O'Reilly.
Bill O'Reilly here, and I'm warming up. Stand by for the O'Reilly Update Morning Edition. But first, if you are a timeshare owner, you're probably upset that your yearly dues continue to increase. Lone Star Transfer guarantees the release of all liability to your timeshare in writing and done in a specific time frame. They're the only company you can trust, having helped more than 18,000 owners legally and permanently get out. So please call Lone Star Transfer 855-551-7066 or visit LoneStarTransfer.com. On this Wednesday, we are being scammed. We, the people of the United States. The problem is, many of us don't care. Here's the sting. President Biden says he is cutting the deficit. Even the ladies on The View should know that's not true. But then again, enter the Congressional Budget Office. Bean counters, numbers people, can't inject ideology into it. The CBO puts forth that the projected deficit for 10 years ending in 2033 is $20.26 trillion. But wait, before Biden took office, a projected deficit for 10 years was $12.27 trillion. So Joe, the deficit cutter, has added a projected $8 trillion in deficit spending in just 2 years. Way to go, Joe. No president has ever come close to that. For you bankruptcy fans, this is great. Joe Biden, big tipper with our hard-earned money. Also, President Biden wants to raise taxes again on the affluent as he slouches his way toward socialism. But you will never hear him say that because he is a deficit cutter. Back after this. No question, there is a concerted effort to intimidate and silence conservative thinkers and replace our God-given individual liberty with big government controls. AMAC, the Association of Mature American Citizens, is the leading conservative advocacy and benefits organization in America. AMAC gives you access to exclusive benefits and all kinds of great content. Please stand with AMAC at amac.us. That's amac.us. That is the Morning O'Reilly Update. More analysis later on.
Jesse Chisholm was a mountain man born in 1805 in Tennessee. His father was Scottish and his mother Cherokee. As a young man, he lived with his mother's people. His knowledge of English as well as 14 different Indian dialects helped him build a thriving trade with the Indians. He married a Creek Indian and opened a trading post near what is now Oklahoma City. Because of Chisholm's language skills and the trust he had built up with the Indians, the U.S. government used him as an interpreter during council meetings with Indians. Chisholm led several expeditions throughout the Southwest in the 1830s and 1840s. During the Civil War, he established a trading post where Wichita, Kansas is now located. Following the Civil War, Chisholm blazed a trail from Wichita to the Canadian River in present-day Oklahoma. Because the trail was to be used for traders using large lumbering freight wagons, Chisholm made sure his route had easy river crossings and few steep grades. On March 4, 1868, Jesse Chisholm died of food poisoning. Although cattlemen had started using this trail a year before his death, chances are Chisholm never knew anything about it. The Chisholm Trail became the most famous trail of the cattle drive era. And although Jesse Chisholm only blazed 200 miles of it, eventually the whole route from Wichita to Texas bore his name. Even today, a trail can be seen in some places as wide as 400 yards, where the pounding hooves of more than 1 million head of cattle trampled a path up the Chisholm Trail. You've just heard another story from Old West Radio. I'm Dakota Livesay.
Nothing hurts my mom, that she showed anyway. She'd always say, you do what you need to do to take care of yourself. But she thought that meant she had to do it on her own. We were trained to help others, but there's strength in finding help for yourself too. We're in this together. Even the toughest of us might not know where to go to get a little support.
Encourage women who have served to learn more about the VA care and benefits they've earned. The VA Women Veterans Call Center connects veterans with personalized information on VA services that can make a difference. Call 1-855-VA-WOMEN or visit www.womenshealth.va.gov. 1-855-VA-WOMEN or visit www.womenshealth.va.gov.
16 minutes past 7 o'clock, and it's time to start the call-around portion of the morning report, and we start with the Rutherford County Sheriff's Department, and we have Deputy Butron with us this morning. Good morning, sir. How are you?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm good. What you got to report this morning?
In the past 24 hours, the Sheriff's Office had responded to 209 calls for service. The jails processed 16 arrests. There's currently 168 incarcerated in the county jail. For incident reports, Charles Bradshaw reported a felony larceny, and he had a 2021 Coachman Catalina Legacy camper stolen. Brenda Marlowe reported a fraud incident. For arrest reports, Christopher Ryan Towery was charged with second-degree trespass and assault on a female. Donna Militello was served with 2 orders for arrest for failure to appear. Alicia Pace was served a criminal summons for a school attendance law violation. Summer Rowe was served with an order for arrest for a failure to appear. Morgan Bennett was served with a failure to appear. Sonia Brown was served with an order for arrest for a failure to appear on a misdemeanor. Tyler Kip Cooper was served with a failure to appear on a misdemeanor. Billy Eugene Prophet was charged with a domestic violation protection order. Bobby Cooper was charged with, he was served with an order for arrest for failure to appear on a misdemeanor. Sandra Evans was charged with failure to appear on a misdemeanor. And Catherine Head was served a criminal summons for a simple assault. And that's all we've got.
Deputy Butron, thank you for that report, and you have a great day, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Does your financial advisor take the time to really listen to you? Is your financial strategy personalized for you and your family? Will your financial advisor be there as your life and financial situation change? Hi, I'm Andrew Tisdale. When we work together, we focus what's important to you. We create a personalized strategy backed by our advice, our tools, and resources to help you reach your goals. And we partner together to help your strategy stay on track no matter what happens. Contact me at any time at 828-287-9197. We'll sit down, talk, and we're going to make a strategy that's right for you.
And from the Sheriff's Department, we go to 911, and we have Melissa on the phone with us this morning. Good morning, Melissa.
Good morning.
What you got to report this morning?
In the last 24 hours, the Rutherford County 911 Communications has processed a total of 425 911 and administrative calls. These consisted of 34 for emergency medical services. Under law enforcement, the Sheriff's Office responded to 209 calls, the town of Forest City to 64, town of Rutherfordton to 31, Lake Lure to 14, and Spindale to 37. Under the fire calls, Cliffside responded to a brush fire. Forest City responded to a residential fire alarm. Rutherfordton responded to a power line fire, a brush fire, and smoke in a structure, and they were assisted by Spindale, and Sandy Mush responded to a brush fire ×4. And that's all.
Everybody needs to be careful burning with the dry and the wind.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Melissa, you have a great day today, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.
You too.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you. Bye-bye.
Thinking about the departure of a loved one through death is a subject we don't like to talk about. However, pre-planning or prepaying for a funeral is a consideration and responsible thing to do. With so many options available today, it's important to speak with someone you can trust and someone who can help you find a balance between the emotional, spiritual, and financial needs of your loved ones. Crow's Mortuary and Crematory is recognized as one of the best family-run funeral homes. It's a family tradition, and they know how to care for your family. Any questions you might have, they will be happy to answer. Call Crow's Mortuary and Cremation Services at 286-2304.
20 minutes past 7 o'clock, and Ruby Taylor's got the report from the SDO area. Good morning, Ruby.
Good morning.
What you got to report this morning?
Well, if they've had anything, I don't know about it. And on my birthday calendar, I got Jason Roop. Happy birthday, and hope he has a nice day. Signs are in the rains today and tomorrow, and that's all I got, Lou.
All righty, Ruby, have a good day, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.
You too.
All righty, bye-bye.
Bye.
Cheryl, I've been talking to Tommy and David, the outside salesmen at Henson Building Materials in Forest City. They're going to help us navigate through our remodeling project.
Well, I know they have tons of experience, so we'll be in good hands.
Good hands is right. Even professional builders shop there because they trust the quality products and service.
And did you know they have a great relationship with our community, too? Oh, they're so nice.
Henson Building Materials, 177 Duke Street, Forest City.
Building starts here.
Well, Chris Melton is with us this morning. He's got the report from Chimney Rock, and we might can even find out what's going on in Forest City. Good morning, Chris.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing real well.
Good. What you got to report this morning?
We've actually had a pretty good past 2 days. No fire calls on either end for Lakeland, Chimney Rock, or Bill Street.
Well, that's good.
Starting to feel a little more like February.
Yeah,
a little cold this morning.
You know, I was going back looking when the blizzard of 93 hit, and that was March the 12th. Today's March the 8th. We still got a chance of maybe some snow. March is a tricky month.
They called some for the higher elevations this weekend, but I don't know if it's still there or not. I doubt we'll see any.
I don't know. I hadn't a chance to look.
But I think that's near the state lines.
Yeah. Well, I'll cross my fingers, and everybody else will say, So... You have a good day, Chris, and we'll talk to you in the morning.
You too.
All right.
Have
bye-bye.
a good day. Bye.
Farm Bureau Insurance doesn't hire celebrities to push auto coverage. We think people might like to make decisions based on service and savings, not just because that guy from that show says it's a good idea. Instead of faces you know from your TV, we offer faces you know from your neighborhood, because we're headquartered in North Carolina with local agents right in your town. That's really the only thing we want to be famous for. North Carolina Farm Bureau Insurance, helping you is what we do best.
In Rutherford County, please call 287-2428.
North Carolina Farm Bureau Mutual Insurance Company, Farm Bureau Insurance of North Carolina, Inc., Southern Farm Bureau Life Insurance Company, Jackson, Mississippi, an independent licensee of the Blue Cross and Blue Shield Association.
23 minutes past 7 o'clock. We're in the Bostic area. DeVern Upton. Good morning, DeVern.
Good morning. How are you this morning?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great.
What you got to report this morning?
We have a temperature of 41 degrees. Fire department had no calls. But don't forget to stop in at the drop-in here on Boston Sunshine Highway and check their daily out and their meat department. And we have a benefit hot dog supper and singing for Tyler Pendleton, son of Melissa Carroll and Randy Pendleton, to help with medical expenses Friday, March the 10th, 5 to 6:30 the supper, 7 o'clock the singing. Pleasant View Community Church there on Michael Drive in Forest City. Donations are accepted and appreciated. Hope everyone has a wonderful day.
All right, DeVern, you have a good day, and we'll talk to you in the morning.
Thanks.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
It's the store folks in Western North Carolina depend on. Farmer's Friend Feed, Seed, and Supply. It's like a superstore. Deer corn, $11.05 for 50 pounds. Cob corn, $10. They have plenty of deer plant supplies. Check on the lower prices on propane, $12.99 for a 20-pound tank. Mulch, gravel, rocks, and supplies for beautiful landscaping. That's available at Farmer's Friend Feed, Seed, and Supply at lower prices. Open Monday through Saturday. If you want a feed and seed store that carries so much more, including new and used farm equipment, then come on over to Farmer's Friend Feed, Seed, and Supply, 188 Whiteside Road, Rutherfordton. 24 minutes past 7 o'clock. We are at 40 degrees right now under partly cloudy skies, and it's time to check in with Robbie, getting the report from Mount Vernon. Good morning, Robbie.
Hey, good morning. How are you?
I'm good. How about you?
Hey, I'm doing good. Sitting here drinking coffee, watching the sun roll over the trees. It's going to be a good day.
Not going to be as warm as yesterday, but it's going to be a nice one.
That's right. We'll take it, won't we?
Yeah, we'll take it.
Well, Lou, with the Hudlow Fire Department, they had a medical call yesterday, and Ralston, we had a power line fire, and then we had we had a shed fire / woods fire yesterday evening about 5:30. Somebody had a controlled burn that got out of hand, so it the wind picked it up and pushed it and ended up causing a mess, but that's all right. We got that took care of, and had a smoke in a structure, and Spindale assisted us with the smoke in the structure, and Green Hill, they assisted us with the tanker on the woods fire, the control burn that got out of hand. And also, just remind everybody, Rutherford Fire Department is hosting a blood drive today from 10 to 3 at the fire station. So come out and try to support that if you can. And Mount Vernon's also doing a country ham supper this coming Saturday, starting at 4:30. Country ham and chicken pie, drive-through only, $12 a plate. Start at Mount Vernon Baptist Church and work your way up through and come out and support that. It's always good food, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And also, Rutherford Fire Department's doing a free car seat safety check March the 14th from 4 to 6 p.m., and that will be at the fire station. So you can come by for a free car seat installation safety check. This is obviously a free event, and it is designed to ensure that your child's car seat is installed correctly to keep them safe at all times. So, you know anybody that's got any grandchildren or children or need their seats checked, have them come out and see us. And that, like I said, that'll be March the 14th. That'll be on a Tuesday. But other than that, I think it's all we got going on. So hopefully the day will be a little calmer than yesterday, but if it's not, I guess we'll just deal with it, right?
Yeah, wind's not going to be blowing quite as hard. We are going to have some gusts, but not like yesterday.
Yeah, maybe it won't be too bad. And nobody needs to be burning today, that's for sure. Just wait till it rains if they can.
If you're going to be burning, do you need a burning permit, or is it?
Yeah, you do need a burning permit, and some of the fire departments still write them. Rutherford, we don't. We just recommend you go to the Forestry Services website and fill out the information on there, and it'll actually email you the burning permit.
Mm-hmm.
And that way you'll have it, and you don't have to try to go to town or go to some of the other fire departments that may write the burning permits. But if you don't have access to the internet, go to North Carolina Forestry Service office, which is right there at the airport. It's off Airport Road. Those guys, they'll write you one. They'll put you in the right direction and tell you the do's and don'ts.
Oh, good.
But that's all we got.
All right, Robbie, you have a good day today. Take care, and I'll talk to you in the morning.
All right, sounds good. Talk to you in the morning.
All righty, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Nobody gets a better deal than the customers at Sisk Family Ford. They have a proven record of the best deals. Sisk Family Ford, Rutherford County's only locally owned new car dealer, has recently been recognized as the #1 Ford dealer in customer satisfaction in the Southeast. That speaks well of their commitment to serve their customers well. Rutherford County's only locally owned new car dealership. That's Sisk Family Ford, Oak Street, Forest City.
29 minutes past 7 o'clock, and we're in the Cherry Mountain area. Good morning, Sue Price.
Good morning, Lou. How are you today?
I'm good. How about you?
I'm doing all right.
What you got to report this morning?
Well, let's see. I didn't have any calls from the fire department. On my church calendar today, I've got Leah Hudson and Hunter McCall. So hope they'll both have a good birthday. And on Fairview's calendar, they've got Sybil Henderson. I hope Sybil will have a good day. And we hope anybody that's celebrating a birthday or anniversary will have a real good day on their special day and enjoy it. And in my announcements, the Fairview Baptist Church will be having a spring revival. That's the 19th through the 22nd. Sunday night service starts at 6:30 p.m. and the Monday through Wednesday starts at 7 p.m. and everyone's invited. So the revival coming up at Fairview, and so far that's the only announcement I got. It's just quiet and calm, looking for a good day, and I hope you'll have one, Lou.
You too, Sue. You and Richard have a good day, and we'll talk to you in the morning.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. It can be a tough call when it comes time to provide a daycare service for an aging parent or a loved one. You can always depend on Rutherford Life Services for a safe facility that offers medical monitoring, nutritional meals, fun activities, and is a loving environment. Rutherford Life is licensed by the State of North Carolina Division of Aging. They will be glad to answer any questions you may have. Call them at 288-1697. Rutherford Life Services offers a trained staff of professionals who you can entrust your loved one to. Rutherford Life Services is located at 230 Fairground Road in Spindale. It's 7:31. We're 49 degrees, and let's see, checking in with Tina White this morning. Good morning, Tina.
Good morning. What temperature did you say you were?
I looked backwards. It's 41.
Okay. Well, I'm at 39. I was thinking, we got a 10-degree difference.
No, it's It's 41. When I turned around, I was seeing the bottom number for the inside the building. It had a 9 to it, so I just put it. Never mind.
Well, it is 39 here in Shingle Hollow this morning, and I didn't hear from the fire department this morning, so I'm thinking they were all quiet, hopefully. And there's no birthdays, no anniversaries that I know of. I have an announcement for Saturday, March 18th. Mountain Creek Baptist Church is having a barbecue fundraiser. It's from 4 to 7 p.m. There will be pulled pork barbecue, slaw, red or white, potato salad, hush puppies, and homemade desserts. And it's $12 for adult plates, and children 6 to 12, it's $6 a plate. There's also takeout plates available. And Piney Knob Baptist Church is having a community singing on March 19th from 3 to 5 p.m. Everyone in the community is invited to come out to that. And, of course, this week, Pilgrim Way Baptist Church is still having their revival, their spring revival. So tonight, tomorrow night, and Friday night, 7 p.m., there's different speakers each night and special singing each night. So we're all invited to that. And I heard you call out the White House Community Center is having their Boston butt sale. You get the Boston butt, a pint of slaw, and a pint of sauce for $45. And pickup is on April 7th between 4 and 6 p.m. If you're interested in this, 755-4319 is the number to call.
And if you're like my family, I like the red slaw, and Mama likes the white slaw, so you can get an extra slaw for an extra $3 if you want to.
And that's a good price,
yes,
and it's good barbecue.
Mm-hmm.
So be ready right there at Easter. So that's all I've got this morning that I know of, Lou.
All righty, Tina, you have a good day, and we'll talk to you in the morning.
You too. God bless you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Let me brag on Hutchins Pest Control a minute. Don't let the pest bug you when Hutchins Pest Control is as close as a phone call. Honest, dependable, professional, and on-time service may be the reason they keep getting voted best pest control. If you have a pest problem, call this family-run business at 287-5171. Licensed in North and South Carolina and fully insured and bonded. Get a free estimate when you call Hutchins Pest Control and be sure the job is done right. That's Hutchins Pest Control. Call them today at 287-5171 and they'll be right there.
Your car's best friend can be RS Speedy Lube Service Center. That's because RS Speedy Lube Service Center and Car Wash can keep your car or truck running clean with a regular oil change. They check the fluids and vacuum out the car and have you on your way in no time. Go next door for a radiator or transmission flush, brakes, exhaust, CV joints, and service for big trucks and campers also available. Pull next door to the RS Speedy Automatic Car Wash and make your car happy with a clean, all under and all over car wash. It's all at RS Service Center and Car Wash on Railroad Avenue in Rutherfordton.
Coming up on 25 minutes before 8 o'clock, and it's time to head to Union Mills and see what Miss Brenda's up to. Good morning, Miss Kelly.
Good morning. How are you on this wonderful Wednesday morning?
Trying to wake up.
I hear you. It's hard to do when you have to get up early, ain't it?
Oh, yeah, tell me about it.
So I get to play basketball tonight, don't I? Yeah. I hope they win.
I hope they do, too, because if they win tonight, they play tomorrow night, same time. Same time.
Well, I hope they win.
Yeah. But that Friday game, if they play Friday, which I'm not going to say when they play, I've got faith in them, they'll win. That game's going to be late. Tip-off's not going to be till like 9:30 if the schedule is what I just saw a few minutes ago.
Yeah. But I hope they can pull a few more games out.
Be nice.
It would. If not, there's always next year.
Yep, and we're getting ready to start Braves baseball.
I know it. It's that time of the year, ain't it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
We're going to carry the game on, I think it's March the 25th. That's still a preseason game. But reason we're going to carry that one is because we need to make sure our satellites are working, everything's good, and then we'll be ready to jump in the regular season games.
Yeah. Well, that's good then.
I love Braves baseball.
I used to love baseball back when Vida Blue and Catfish Hunter and Reggie Jackson and all them played, but once they retired and got out of it, I lost interest in it. But I used to love baseball. But I'm a diehard Carolina Tar Heel fan. Basketball.
If we carry a Braves game during the day, Jim hurries up and gets out of here because he knows I'm going to be screaming at the booth. I'll be screaming at him. Because I'll turn the volume up in here and turn the TV on so I can watch it too. What did you just do? Why did you walk him? You bozo.
He's something else, ain't he? Yeah. But we hope everybody's having a good morning. Let's see. I've got 36 degrees on the front porch. I don't have but one birthday, and that's Barbie White. So I hope Barbie has a great old big day on her special day. I don't have any announcements. Don't know of anything going on. So I'm trying to get a puzzle together for this lady that wants me to glue it. And this is it's about to drive me crazy.
You want to hang it up as a wall hanging?
Yeah, it's all kind of lighthouses.
Oh, I bet it's pretty.
And it's all the edge pieces are almost identical.
Ooh.
I'm having a time. My eyes is already crossed. But I'll get it done. So, but you better go to Ellenburg and check on Luther Sweet thing, see if he's doing okay.
All righty, I will. You have a good one. We'll talk to you in the morning.
Catch you later.
All right, bye.
Hi, I'm Vivica Fox. For more than 100 years, American Humane has been helping our best friends in their worst times, during hurricanes, tornadoes, and increasingly, wildfires. They're real heroes to these animals. But Mother Nature isn't the only danger that animals face. Sometimes it's human nature that's the greatest threat. Each year, more than 6 million beautiful adoptable animals are being abandoned, and more than 1 million are euthanized before they can be rescued. These animals need heroes too. Heroes to open up their hearts and homes and to give them the love they deserve. Be a hero to an animal in need. Consider becoming an American Humane Rescue Volunteer or adopt from your local shelter. Visit AmericanHumane.org to find out how you can be a hero and help our best friends in their worst times.
Coming up on 20 minutes before 8 o'clock, and last stop, we're in Ellenboro. Good morning, Luther.
Good morning, you too. Nice day down here.
Oh, it's a nice day up here, too.
A bit on the cloudy side, but other than that, it's a nice day.
Mm-hmm.
We can live with clouds, sunshine a little bit. But it's quiet down here this morning, not a whole lot going on. Everybody's just getting their biscuits to coffee. They don't have to work. You see, the fire department had 2 medical calls yesterday and had one this morning about 6 o'clock. They said they're quiet right now. They're enjoying their coffee. So, there's nothing else going on down here, huh? You have a great day up there. We'll talk to you next time.
All righty, Luther. You too. Have a good one.
Take care now.
All right. Bye-bye. Well, that's the news we've gotten from the Sheriff's Department all the way down to Ellenboro on this Wednesday morning. 41 degrees right now, partly cloudy skies. And if you have a birthday or an anniversary, go ahead and get that called in now at 287-3356. We'll help celebrate your birthday with you. And coming up this evening at 5:30, we've got Carolina basketball. It's time for the ACC tournament. North Carolina will play Boston College. Now, Boston beat Louisville last night, so Louisville is out. So Boston College plays at the Tar Heels tonight. Tip-off will be just a little after 7 o'clock, and sometimes those games, the game before, it may run a little over, so it might be, we always run into that problem of games starting late. So the Tar Heel game airtime will be 5:30 for the countdown to tip, 6 o'clock for the pregame, and then tip-off should be just a little after 7 o'clock. The Tar Heels and Boston College, that's tonight here on WCAB. Coming up, we also have the NCAA tournament, and then after that, we'll be joining Atlanta Braves baseball. It's time for baseball here on WCAB. Birthdays, anniversaries, you can get them called in at 287-3356.
Hey Gen Z, talking to you. Did you know that HIV is still a problem in the U.S.? Did you know that HIV is not the same as AIDS? Did you know that all genders are vulnerable to HIV? Did you know that current treatments for HIV can prevent the disease from progressing and prevent transmission to others? Did you know that when HIV is undetectable, it is also untransmissible? Did you know that 21% of new HIV cases in the U.S. occur among those ages 13 to 24? Now you know. Get the facts about HIV and get tested. Everyone should get tested at least once as part of routine health care. People with higher risk factors should be tested at least once a year. The Elizabeth Taylor AIDS Foundation can help you learn more and find free, fast, confidential testing near you at etaf.org/resources. That's etaf.org to learn more.
Well, Granny's Bakery has those delicious Daylight Donuts ready. You can stop by and grab a donut on your way to work or more for the co-workers. 17 minutes before 8 o'clock. Well, we had no birthdays or anniversaries called in, so if you're having a birthday or anniversary, hope you have a great, great day. And if you're having an anniversary, hope you're having a great one too. Well, no birthdays or anniversaries called in today, but I do want to remind you that Saturday night before you go to bed, turn your clock forward 1 hour. If you go to bed at 10 o'clock, run it up to 11 o'clock. If you want to wait until 2 o'clock in the morning, that's fine. Then run it up to 3 o'clock. But don't forget, turn your clocks forward 1 hour before you go to bed on Saturday night.
After a beautiful piano concert, someone commented to the musician, "I would give my life to be able to play like that." The artist responded, "I did." In a day of quick fixes and quick success, there are some things that just take time. Your success as a leader begins in doing the small things well. I often mention to the youth in our congregation, if you are the hamburger fryer at McDonald's, be the best fryer they have ever had. Faithfulness is an attitude that begins with the smallest job there is to do. We don't become more faithful and better just because the job gets bigger and better. Moving up the ladder starts with paying attention to each rung along the way. Faithfulness should not be connected to rewards or advancement. You are faithful because it is the right thing to do. Getting an increase in your paycheck or a promotion should not be your motivation for a job well done. These things should only be the results of a life of faithfulness. Jesus said, "Whoever can be trusted with very little can also be trusted with much." To the man who faithfully attended to his 2 talents, Jesus said, You have been faithful with a few things. I will put you in charge of many things. Your current job or ministry may seem small and insignificant, but do it well. Someone may be watching how you perform at this level before trusting you with more. This is Bill Hostler with today's key to confident living.
Well, for those of you who are joining us by streamer, we're going to say see you in just a few minutes. We'll bring you back at